And if, okay, so I'll be back and forth between these two cameras. And let me just give a moment for people to kind of jump in, and they might not right away. I can tell you I ain't gonna lie to you. That is one thing when you are building your platform and business. It is not what you see. A lot of people don't realize like the reality of things. Like when you're first starting out of doing something, you have to build that up. So people may not jump on right away. I may not get views. Um, I mean, when you're starting, you may not ever get views, but the whole point is staying consistent. When you stay consistent, that's where your business comes in. So whether I get views or not, I am doing it because, believe it or not, people actually go back and watch. But you just have to stay consistent. And by the way, I am pretty proud of myself because good morning, Facebook. I'll get back to that statement. Good, Facebook, we are going live with um, breakfast business and branding. And today I am talking about marriage and how it pretty much like impacted and how like pretty much how my husband took to um, me as an entrepreneur, because there's so much like the entrepreneurs we know. There's so much. I'm trying to figure out what to do. So I got two microphones, y'all. So I'm set up. I am streaming from. Hold on, bring me your phone. I am streaming from Instagram and Facebook this morning. So please bear with me with looking down and up. But Facebook, good morning. We are talking about marriage and that entrepreneur mindset compared with that traditional mindset. Um, you did it. It's the 24th. All right. Okay, good. So if you can see, I am in a different location just because I'm not cooking this morning. I actually ordered my food. So breakfast, I'll get into that on everything that I got. This is what the breakfast I got is kind of for me an unsung hero, and was when we moved out of Virginia. Turn it down, back down to where I had it. Okay, you have to try to hear. Braylon, if I'm on a stream, see, look, parenting and live streaming, like this is real life. Good morning, Miss Marsha. Um, because I'm streaming, so this takes precedence. I'm just giving y'all something to do. Y'all don't have to sit in here. Y'all can go somewhere else. I'm just trying to give y'all something to do. So I am a homeschool parent. I know that don't mean it means a lot to me, but for some of y'all, it don't mean nothing because I guess all the kids are home. Anyway, so you'll hear the TV going on in the background, just so that they don't kind of interrupt what I got going on. So, so like I was saying, so as an entrepreneur, you have these, you have these a completely different mindset from a traditional person, and so um, it does cause conflict. It causes major conflict in a marriage, especially if there's no understanding of the two mindsets. Neither mindset is wrong. Neither mindset is out of place. It's just coming and forming a balance between the two. There are some marriages, some married couples who are dual entrepreneurs, and I love that. I love the dual entrepreneur relationships. But that's not everybody, and that's most certainly not my situation at all, right? So so yeah, we're going to talk about that today and how that impacts relationship. Yes, Miss Marsha, listen, okay, I got to take care of these kids and build a business. That's going to be a whole nother conversation, because building a business with kids at home, if y'all don't know, it's not necessarily a struggle. Hi, Mr. Glenn. I'm so happy you joined this morning. But it's not necessarily a struggle. But again, it comes with balance. Um, so, Braylon, if you want to, do you want to look at what I got going on upstairs? Because you can still see what I'm doing. I think probably not, because I don't think I put it on the right one. Um, okay, so let me jump into the breakfast that I have. Now, remember I said like this is an unsung hero, and I was kind of mad because we don't have Wawa in North Carolina. The parts that I've been to, we don't have Wawa. Mr. Glenn, if you could tell me, can you hear me just fine on Instagram? Because I don't know. I'm using a microphone just, and I have noise cancellation headphones. Um, but Wawa was something I was very upset about leaving when we had to move to North Carolina. But today I have, y'all know I'm not necessarily like a breakfast person. So the sandwich I got is not necessarily a breakfast sandwich. It Okay, it's because it's on the wrong stream. It's okay, come back. All right. So, ooh, Lord. Oh, they didn't did they toast it? I think they toasted it. It is a bacon turkey, with a little mayo, with a little can y'all see that? So this is my breakfast this morning. Kind of excited about it. Thank you, Mr. Glenn. Oh man, Mr. Glenn, thank you. You've been so supportive, just sharing. So have you, Miss Marsha, and a couple of other folk too. So yes. All right. So now that y'all see what I'm having for breakfast, Brandon, can you bring me a napkin and a paper towel, please? Um, so let's go ahead and jump into it. So the picture, if you guys saw the picture that I had promoting this live, that picture of me and my husband is so monumental. Thank you. It's so monumental because when it was almost like my entrepreneur mindset began clashing with my husband's traditional mindset, and we began to just see, like we began to just see how we were not alike, and how yes, it is a huge sandwich. And so what ended up happening is that we kind of went through just the simple fact of me being an entrepreneur in his traditional mindset. We just began to fall out. And so the people who are very, very close to me, they kind of know all of the situations that happen. And then maybe later, me and my husband both will sit down and talk about it, because it was definitely a healing journey for me and my husband. But this process, let me see, where was I going? The traditional, we begin to clash. Oh, the picture. So that picture was a picture that made a statement that me and my husband were both on the same page, and we had finally came to a resolution for me having an entrepreneur mindset and him having a traditional mindset. Now, just to kind of give you guys an idea of my husband's traditional mindset, y'all gonna probably think, and oh Lord. All right, so this is kind of him, right? So he actually, okay, I'm gonna give you a story. This will best explain my husband's traditional mindset. So we were going to go visit our grandmother on his side of the family. And there was a cat that had missing eyeballs. Just, you could tell it was old, and it was like it had been there for years, probably before he was born. And so they had moved. I think they had gotten rid of the cat. And so the first thing, my husband walks into the house, and the first thing he noticed was the cat was not there. And my husband did not cope very well with that. It wasn't, he really, you could tell in his body language that it really bothered him that something was not in the same place that he expected it to be in. That is how traditional my husband is. And so now take that and pair it with a person who does not mind taking risk. I will jump on anything, not anything. Let me say that back. I will jump on. I don't have problems jumping on things. I don't have problems taking risks. I don't have problems exploring new adventures. And so you got me, then you got my husband. So imagine trying to start businesses with someone who needs something steady and stable, whereas you have someone who doesn't mind risking the stableness in order to adventure out and see new things. And so that caused a huge problem in our relationship. One of the things that we had to, one moment again. Excuse me, Kaden. Could you use your quiet voice? Yes, mommy. Thank you. So one of the things that we had to really talk about is the fact of we had to talk about trust, because it wasn't hard for me to go out and start different businesses. I would just do it, not even considering how he felt, how it would, how he felt about being stable, not considering anything. And so that caused a lot of stress on him and a lot of distrust for me, him for me. So we had to begin to rebuild that trust. And anyone who has known me before, um, anyone who has known me for the past 5 years, y'all know that I have had did business. I did multi-level businesses or multi-marketing businesses, things like that. So y'all know my history with businesses. AR Idea Factory is literally the first business that I have literally stuck with and am continue to go along with. And the first business that my husband actually agrees that I do. We stand together in this business. He supports me. You will see, like, he'll send me edible arrangements, congratulating me. He'll send, write little letters on our mirror. We love writing mirrors to each other on the mirror in our bathroom. It's like, I don't know what it is about it. It's almost like you never expect it. Is you get up in the morning and that's like the first thing you see. Like, I love when he does that. So I started doing it to him, and like we both love it. But anyway, I don't know what he's talking about. So anyway, marriage and business. If you are the person who is an entrepreneur minded person and married to a traditional person, you have to be considerate of the other person. You have to find a way that they are comfortable with the risk that you take. It is very important that that comes first, before starting a business. If your go if your business, if you do not have that balance, you will find yourself choosing between your business and your spouse. That was me. That was me. And so God had to rein me in, and he had to say, Alicia, come on, get your mind together. Your spouse should come before your business. And if your spouse is not happy with how you are moving, and if your spouse is not happy with what you are doing, you have to pull back. That hurt me, because in my mind, I felt that I had supported this. My husband is a military guy. He's getting ready to retire here in about 6 years. So he's a stable guy. This is what he does. This is his life. Honorable man. That is my husband. So God had to say, Alicia, you have to look at what he's feeling, how he views life, the frame in which he views life, the way he feels safe. Because if someone is uncertain about what you are doing, they no longer feel safe with you. They no longer feel that they can move with you. And so in marriage, that's a huge thing. So God had to rein me in and say, I know you want to do business. I'm not going to leave you out. I'm the one who gave you that heart to move the way you move. But I'm also going to give you the heart that shows compassion towards your husband. I'm also going to give you the heart to show you how to bring him these things. And so there are a few reasons we kind of went through what we went through. But one of the things on my end that I had to figure out was, okay, Alicia, how do you not be so rough? And how do you not be so, not necessarily animated, but this is my business and I'm going to do it. You can't control me. Like, that was me. And I'm not afraid of admitting these things. This has been me for a very long time. And it took a lot to get me to where I am now, more balanced out and more willing to hear my husband and not just myself. I think that I did present a lot of spoiled behaviors where and not considering my husband. So I guess the point of all of this is when married to a traditional minded man, which we uh, well, when married to a traditionally married, I don't want to say man because it could be man or female, but married to a traditionally minded person, you have to find a way to, number one, understand. Okay, understand. You have to find a way to balance. Okay, and you have to find a way to present whatever you need in love and be willing to hear the word no. Because I wasn't that person. I could not hear, my husband could not tell me no. Nope. He can today though. But yes, so that's what I had to say today. And y'all know I don't like being on here long. And then I'm just gonna kind of present. I don't even know how long I've been on here. I don't see my timing. Oh, 16 minutes. Okay, we're right on time. Okay, so I don't like to be on here long. Just an update with me on what's going on with AR Idea Factory. We have some curriculums coming out in the new year. And I've shared with you the journal last time. And so that will be coming out. We are, another thing personally with me, I have been looking up my family history and my family tree, and I will be sharing with you all my journey with Ancestry.com. And I will be doing a DNA test to see where I have come from. One thing that I can share with you with talking with my family is that my entire family, I can trace my entire family back to I think four great grandmothers, 3 or 4 great grandmothers. I can trace it back that far, and guess what? In one location, the place I was born. Not no no. I was born in Hawaii. The place my family was born in North Carolina. My entire family lived for generations in one location. Oh my God, that just made me so excited. My great 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 grandfather, I believe, because I'm still working things out, built a family church. Um, and so that community kind of we kind of lived at a church. That church is still standing. That church is 120 years old, about. And so I can trace my family back that far. So hopefully the DNA test will give me a little more. There are a lot of adoptions in my family, but a lot of adoptions within the family. So I'm very excited about that journey. I will be sharing. So stay tuned to Alicia Richardson Coach Facebook. And for you Instagram people, if you're not following me on Facebook, you want to do that. I'm going to be sharing a bunch of stuff. We're rebranding all the things that are happening. So thank you all for watching. I really enjoyed you all. And again, if you found this helpful, share it with your friends and family. This is Braylon. He was my tech today. I do like including my family in the things that I do, just because we're here at the house, so why not? So hopefully with this, you guys got to get to know me better as an entrepreneur, as a mother, as you saw, and also as a wife. So I will be sharing more personal things about myself, so I'm more relatable. So thank you all for watching. Have an amazing day. Bye. Now I just got to figure out how to end the broadcast with Instagram. Boom. Okay. All right, Facebook. I see you later. Thank you for joining me. You're on Facebook and on Instagram.